Hello and welcome to Shelby Township Parks and Recreation in the News. I'm Joe Youngblood, and with us today we have a special guest, Michael Ward from the racing community. Michael, longtime Shelby resident, and as you're getting to be known as the racing guru here in Macomb County, and
Yes.
Everyone that calls says, "Oh, I'm working with Michael Ward," so we know the race is going to be done great. One of the big races coming up, very special to us at Shelby Parks and Rec, that are ties to the Special Olympics, is the Go for the Gold, and this is out at Riverbends Park. Michael, why don't you tell us a little bit about the history of the Go for the Gold and how this originated?
Well, this will be our 12th year. It started 12 years ago when Trent Briney, formerly of the Brooks Hanson running team, got involved with Gene Lambert, and they rekindled this. I guess this race had been done somewhere else on a smaller scale. And Trent was looking for some help, and somebody threw my name into the hat, and all of a sudden I was involved. And it's great because that's what really got me involved in putting runs together. And really, helped me in the process, and to be able to help others now put on very good races.
It's amazing the growth of the Go for the Gold and the amount of monies that you guys are able to generate for not only Special Olympics, but for other charities in the area.
Well, this one, now it'll be our 12th year running it. We started with about 75 people the first year, and typically we're in the 500 to 600. We've gone 600 plus in past. Would love to see that many again. There's a lot of other races, but still we have such a great party atmosphere and all. But all the proceeds from this one go to Special Olympics. And I'm going to say conservative, we've probably donated the combined 75 to 80,000 over that 12-year span.
That's amazing.
And that's all for Special Olympics, dedicated just for that, which is great for you and great for the kids for your program.
Definitely. Now, Michael, we know, and a lot of people I talk to about your organizational skills, getting the race organized, and the different sponsorships you get ahead of time. But what else do you feel is a key why people keep coming back to the Go for the Gold, and why is it so popular?
Well, it's in Riverbends Park. It's a huge hit. People love that park. And a case in point, a little thing I'll share. Yesterday I assisted 2 races that were at the park on the north end of 22, an hour apart, just coincidentally happened to be booked. And so many people that came to the event, and it went flawless, by the way. We ran a 9 o'clock race and 10 o'clock race. And I'd like to report Captain America won both races. If you run it all, you know who Captain America is. Went very, very well, but so many people commented to me that said, "This is an awesome park." They'd never been in the park. They've been to Delia and other parks in there, and they said, "Riverbends, this is awesome. It's got paved and unpaved, and it's extended and all that." And that's part of the draw. And then, of course, for us, we draw because we have a giant party and a family atmosphere. But we have a party, we have the DJ, we have the honor guard, the national anthem, we have a lot of food and drinks, and we make it a lot of fun. We give out, a lot of awards and medals to everybody. And people just come out, and you could say you get your money's worth. They really enjoy, having a family event.
Yeah, well, that's great to hear. For our standpoint, is getting people in the park that haven't been there, because we do a lot of rentals later in the year for family picnics and so on. So, and we've heard that before. People call and say, "Hey, we're at a race there, and we love the park, and we'd like to rent it now." So, well, that's great. So, and what's the dates for the Go for the Gold?
It'll be Saturday, July 16th at 9 a.m. There's a 10K, a 5K run and walk, and then we do a couple of kids runs, which is a big hit. Some of your Special Olympics kids actually help us with the race. A couple of them work the water stops and all. Yeah. It's $25 or $20 up until the race day, and then the day of it's $25. We'll have package pickup. Would be what? I believe the Friday before. I have to double check on the details on that one. I don't think we've set it up yet, but we usually do a package pickup either the day before or a week before. But everybody will be notified later on for that one as well.
Wonderful.
So.
And for those watching that do not know, the Special Olympics, the monies that Michael is raised for us goes to our Summer Olympics at Central Michigan University and to the Winter Olympics up in Traverse City. That helps offset the cost of taking the athletes. So on behalf of the Parks and Rec and the athletes, thank you so much for what you do for that, Michael. Also, you have quite a few other races that you are do throughout the year. You got a few coming up. You want to touch on those?
Well, the first one coming up on the calendar is put on by a good friend of mine, Michelle Sabali. It's the Stony Creek Distance Run. It's been going on for probably 30, 35 years. It's a Thursday night, August 4th, and Mike Adams, it was kind of funny, he got back into running a year ago by running that race and lit a fire under him. And it's got him involved with some of our runs post that, which is cool. She puts on a great kids run, a 5K and a 10K. 100% of her proceeds go to Special Olympics.
Wonderful.
Which is awesome. And then going down the road, we'll have our veterans run in early November. as we always do. But the big one will be my Jingle Bell Run, which is going to be December 18th.
Michael Ward is the organizer. He established the race in 2010 and says it's only gotten bigger.
And everybody comes to charities, and at the same time they can stay fit.
Charities include the Macomb Special Olympics, Wounded Warriors, Shelby Veterans, among others.
Other groups and organizations, and then for that as well. And then the one we had, our inaugural one, we talked about our last get-together here about a month ago on the news, was the Run the Creek Glow Run.
Oh, I heard great things about that run.
600 people. I just ran into Mark Hackle the other day, and he said, we're going for, well, originally it said 1,000. He said, we're going for 1,200. And I said, you just upped the number another 200. He said, we should be able to do that. And he said, you know what's so cool about it? It's a unique event. Not only was it your party atmosphere and everybody having fun in a family event, but it was something unique running it after dark. And what was nice, we estimated $8,000 to $10,000, as I mentioned last time, going 100% Special Olympics. And that's brand new money we didn't get before.
Sure.
But think of the numbers next year for that. And we're working on an April 22nd weekend. It'll probably be on a Friday instead of a Saturday. We're finalizing it, more will follow. But I'm just going to tell people, make sure you sign up in advance, because that's another hot race along with our Go for the Gold.
That to me seems unheard of, to have over 600 runners for the first time of a race. And was there any key that you did to promote this any differently than before? I mean, I know it was unique, being at Cherry Creek and a Glow Run, and but there was just a buzz in social media and leading up to this, and everyone I talked to just said it was amazing.
Well, I think I give credit to Stacy Jennings, who is part of our Macomb race directors, and she puts up the special run for it's Cassie's, I can't think of the exact name. Casey Hines run, and she's involved. And she started one that's kind of along the lines of what we do.
Okay.
So that kind of gave us an idea, and then Fast Bob Busquart, who everybody uses for the timing and course layout, he's great, gives so much of his time. We bounced it around, and finally when Mark Hackle came up to me last August, he said, let's do something unique, let's do a night run. That's what kind of lit the match to say, let's do it. It's different. And he came to our race directors meeting on this past Friday, and the thing that he brought up, which is so important, is you got to make your race unique. Our giant party, our family atmosphere, our kids run, our medals, our prize categories for 3 groups, different age groups instead of 2. All of that makes it unique. And with the Glow Run being at night, a lit up course and all, and having a giant ballroom area after.
Yeah, the state-of-the-art facility. Yeah, it's amazing. It was something unique and something different. We try to do that with all of our races to bring people back. And it's funny because it's the same group, Joe Burns, Gene Lambert, myself, the 3 names. Everybody knows us because many of us 3 are involved in a race. They know it's going to be a fun and a good event. And I like putting them on. I like seeing people have a good time. And knowing that all the proceeds are going to the charities is such an important part for me. Yeah, definitely. Well, Mike, I know you keep yourself busy volunteering all your time doing this. I don't even know how you keep a full-time job by doing all the volunteer. But once again, on behalf of Shelby Parks and Rec and the Special Olympic athletes, we can't thank you enough for all that you do.
Well, I want to thank you guys and your staff too, because there's a case in point Saturday or Sunday having 2 races. I could have never pulled it off without the support from Parks and Rec. And every one of the major events, somehow or other, you're tied into it, whether it's the Jingle Bell Run, indirectly with the Glow Run, the Veterans Run, whatever it is, and it's always Parks and Rec's there, and you and your staff. It's amazing. What so much of it is something I had mentioned from the Glow Run. Your people are so good at anticipating. A lot of times I don't even have to ask. Bob or someone will come and say, hey, we're getting low on toilet paper in one of the restrooms. You better load that up. A little thing, but I'm thinking bigger picture, and I don't always think of all of it. But
yeah, well, that's the least we can do to help out a little bit, and we're glad to help.
It's always good knowing where it's going. So thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Mike, and look forward to having you on the show again soon and give us an update on how these races are going.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. We'll be right back after these messages with Shelby Township Parks and Rec in the news.
Historic Hope Chapel, built in the 1890s, is available for rent for weddings and other ceremonies beginning the first business day in September. Hope Chapel is fully heated and air-conditioned. Available amenities include podium and sound system, seating available for 80, 2 restrooms, party preparation room, and the Hope Chapel is fully accessible to handicapped visitors. For more information, please call the Shelby Township Parks and Recreation Department at 586-731-0300.
Hello and welcome back to Shelby Township Parks and Recreation in the news. With me now is Mike Adams, and Mike, just a little bit ago, we had Michael Ward in here, and if you haven't known, Mike Adams, we talked about before, is our new race aficionado here at the Parks and Rec. And no, Mike, it's great for you. It's great for us to get your feedback, being through Parks and Rec, the races that you've been in. I know you were in the Glow Run recently. You had the family out there.
Yep.
I know you've been training and you get ready for the Go for the Gold.
Yes.
And the nice thing about it too is Mike is very involved with our Special Rec program and Special Olympics. So it's great to have a member of our staff out there with these races. Mike, what is the key, do you feel, because we are Parks and Rec and we have a lot of people here in the township running the trails and so on and so forth. What's the key to get into running for people that haven't been in running before, or if they've been into running and they, you know how it goes, you run for a couple weeks and you get out of it. So what do you feel the key, or what's the key for you to keep it going?
I think the key is you have to find the time and want to do it. It's real easy to say that you're busy and everyone's busy.
So you got to commit to it.
You have to commit to it, and then you have to put in your mind it is only 30 minutes or 35 minutes, and everyone probably does have that window.
Sure.
You just got to find out where that window is and when that window is for you on a given day, and commit to it. And it doesn't have to be 6 times a week or 5 times a week even. In between races, I probably run 3 times a week or sometimes only 2 times a week.
And that's what I've heard. A lot of people that train, they'll do every other day or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Give the day.
I'm no expert by any means,
yeah.
but yeah, as the closer we get to like a week from the race, I know some people might scale back to rest, but that's when I actually do the opposite. I start running a little bit more. That's always helped me to get ready for what I'm about to do. But yeah, I think finding time, and like I said, it is only 30 to 35 minutes when you do it. And
do you train at the same time every day, or is it more depending on your schedule?
Usually depending on the schedule, but what I found is it's more comfortable for me to find what time works best. A lot of people like to do it in the morning. That's what works for them. That's great. Mine is a couple hours after dinner when it seems works best for me. So.
Okay. Well, that's great. Good luck. I know you got the Go for the Gold training for that coming up, so we'll look forward to an update for that.
Yes.
Also, we're talking about the Special Olympics, and as I mentioned, Mike's involved in the Special Recreation Program as well as I am here at Shelby Township. And just recently, we had our annual Spring Prom here at the Community Center for our Special Rec program, which is the physically and mentally challenged teens and adults. They attend these programs. So we had Shelby Cable out there getting some footage of this very fun event. So let's take a look at the wonderful evening. As you can see from the wonderful footage, the young adults in the program had a beautiful evening. Mike, in staying with the Special Rec topic, this program started back in 1995. We started out the bowling, for example. We had 8 members in the bowling, and we had 2 lanes. And now what are we up to?
Well, we have
60 bowlers.
Yeah, close to 60 bowlers who bowl on and off. Usually average about 48 to 50 any day.
Right. In some of the programs that we do have, let's start with the sports end of it. We have the basketball team, which went to the States recently. We have 2 softball teams that are going on right now. We also have well, there's other programs as well that aren't just sports related, but we do a lot of the social activities for the members. We'll have dinner outings, we have dances. We mentioned the bowling,
bingo,
bingo and pizza night. We have some different trips they attend. So, Mike, when we have a large following now, we have over 140 members on this. But if anyone's interested in the Special Recreation Program, you can give us a call at 731-0300. Wonderful program. It's designed for members age 12 and older. So for that window range, we'll have anyone from 14 years old. We have some members 50 years old, so it's a great program. So we'd love to see you out there. Mike, anything else from the Special Rec program that we're missing? Any of the special activities?
The calendar we send out is usually about a 3-month calendar. So, anyone's interested in getting that, they just call our office. We'll put them on a mailing list, then they're good to go. They'll constantly get the calendar.
And you can attend whatever you want to.
Yep. There's no registration fees for to join the membership, but obviously the events and things there's fees for each event. But I think that's one key for ours is we keep the cost. I don't think since I've been here we haven't raised the cost of the movie and pizza night or bingo night, and it's very affordable. And I think that's why our attendance is going up, and we do keep it fun and. That's why I think when we started, our membership was around 30 or 35, and like now you said, it's over 140.
All right. Also, I almost forgot, we do have the Bocce Ball League coming up in August, so you can give us a call if you're interested in the Bocce Ball League. And we also have movie trips, and we have Friday night pizza and movie right here at the community center. So those are a couple big activities that we have that are very popular. So give us a call if you have any more questions on the Special Recreation Program at 731-0300. Mike, summer is here, or right around the corner anyways, and we have the Summer Recreation Day Camp coming up. And we have the 2 sites, Montfort and Duncan Elementary.
Correct.
So if you have any more questions about the Summer Recreation Day Camp, this is an 8-week program, goes from 9 a.m. to 2 o'clock p.m. Give us a call to register. The children have activities all throughout the day. It's a great time for the children to get out and play with their friends, get a little break from being at home. Also a break for mom and dad or grandma and grandpa during the summer for your children. So Summer Rec Day Camp, 731-0300. Mike, also sticking with the summer themes, we have summer baseball coming up. So why don't you fill us in on the summer baseball? I know we have the spring season still winding down. We got playoffs coming up with that and a couple tournament teams. But what's the difference between Little League and the summer baseball?
Yeah, it's even though we're still in full gear with one, we got to start planning for the other. And basically, same leagues, same age groups, same skill levels. Do things a little bit differently now. Since there are no end-of-year tournaments for the summer season, we do allow each person to ask for a buddy, so some friends can get together on teams. Of course, we always ask coaches to help out. When coaches help out, that's another way to get another friend on the team. So although you can't form or build an entire team for summer baseball, you're allowed to play with a little bit more of your buddies, or maybe someone that you met in the spring season, a friend that you made on spring season, which a lot of people are doing. So it seems we get a lot of travel baseball players. Their seasons are winding down. They're signing up. Although it is still our rec league, the level of play is very good, and we do get a wide range of sometimes first-year players as well as these travel players coming in. And the league's just been growing every single year. So I think it's our probably 4th or 5th year. We've done summer baseball and started with 3 or 4 teams in each division, and some of those divisions have more than doubled in 4 years. So it's definitely a good alternative to just stop playing it all in June when the last seasons are over and keep them playing.
Wonderful. So that's anyone interested in the summer baseball, give us a call and we help you out with that. Also, Mike, we have a couple of softball leagues. We have our senior softball league, which is going on right now. I believe we have 16 teams. They play Mondays and Wednesdays, and they are at Maystecker Park here in Shelby Township and Ford Field Central Park. So if you're out there about 10 o'clock on a Monday or Wednesday, senior softball is thriving here in Shelby Township. At the evenings, when you drive by Maystecker Park, you'll see quite a few cars there, and the ball fields are always packed with adult softball going on. Mike, are we still in the first season with the adult softball?
We are. We're about 3/4 of the way through our spring season, and again, gearing up for second season already, which starts depending on when each league ends, but usually late July, first week of August, our second season starts. We'll be taking registration for that very soon, but our adult softball season is still growing, is growing as much as it can with our couple fields at Maystecker Park. Our co-ed seems to have exploded. We've doubled our teams for co-ed. Men's is always consistent, but the co-ed has really exploded, and some really good leagues. And then our men's Sunday league, that's constantly, on the weekday we can only take 8 teams because of those fields, but on Sunday we have more time slots, and we always average between 14 and 16 teams.
Yeah, it seems like the Sunday afternoon is becoming a popular time to play.
It has. That's a good recreation day. Obviously, a lot of people don't have to work on Sunday, so it seems to be a popular choice.
Definitely, and also for the younger kids, we're kind of hitting every age group here for sports activities. We have the T-ball and the youth soccer, and that's pretty much spring, summer, and fall, 3 different seasons. So anything special on that, or any registrations coming up for those T-ball and soccer?
I think it's important that you said that we have the 3 seasons. A lot of people aren't in that mode in early April to register for that stuff yet, especially winter's past when we've had snow halfway through April. So this is the season everyone's really usually catches on, and our T-ball and soccer is usually the biggest in July. And we are almost to that point right now of getting close to July. So just want to make sure everyone knows that we're taking registration for that, and they should register in the next week or 2 for any July activities, because we'll have to close those off pretty soon.
Wonderful. And also, talking about the parks here in Shelby Township, as we know, the trail system is becoming extremely popular each day that goes by. We're getting calls all the time. If you'd like to have a map, give us a call at 731-0300. We have a nice map of the new trail in Riverbends Park, and also the close to 8 miles of mountain bike trails we have, which was built by the Clinton River Macomb Biking Association. This is CRAMBA. So you can give us a call on that. And we also have the new, which is called the Iron Bell Trail, which will be going from Iron Mountain to Belle Isle. And here in Shelby Township, we're a big key component of that. Right now it's completed from 22 Mile Road to the city of Utica, and also that pathway would take you all the way to Metro Beach. Presently, we're working on some grants that will take us from Riverbends Park up through Holland Ponds, through Gene Shepherd Park, and connect to Macomb Orchard Trail. If you'd like a map on that, just give us a call or shoot us an email at Shelby Parks and Rec. Mike, I like to think of Shelby Parks and Rec with the park system and the youth sports that you handle. There's a little bit of something for everyone.
I think there is. I think that's what we, at least I myself, pride myself on this book, and getting a wide variety. Like I said, we covered all ages today, but every single time there's always a lot to do for all ages, ages 3. One thing we did leave out is our T-ball league that we're starting up in August for 3 and 4-year-olds, if you can believe it. 3 and 4-year-olds, we've done it for...
Starts younger and younger all the time, doesn't it, Mike?
And there's always a need and want for it, and we started that a few years ago, and we do that on Saturday mornings at Maystucker, and it's a great event. So ages 3 all the way up to some of our exercise classes, our meditation and Tai Chi, where we have people well in their 70s and 80s joining those classes.
That's wonderful to see the wide variety age-wise we have for sports.
Oh, yeah.
And don't forget, we have the summer concert series coming up in July, and those will be on Wednesdays. And you can check our website for the specific nights and also for what bands are playing. Also, the second week in August, mark it on your calendar, the Shelby Township Art Fair. That's a huge art fair that we have. We have over 10,000 people come through the Shelby Township Municipal Grounds. We have it set up right there. It's a beautiful event. So we'll have more information on that coming up soon. And also, don't forget, once again, check out the website, shelbytwp.org. Also, like us on Facebook at Shelby Township Parks and Recreation. And we list all the different activities and programs coming up there. Also, our latest newsletter is advertised in both places. So, Mike, thanks so much for being on the show today with all the information. And to you and your family, thank you so much for watching. And please remember, here at Shelby Parks and Rec, we create community through people, parks, and programs. Have a good day.